Have you ever wondered how much you truly know about technology? In an era where technology is embedded in every facet of our lives, it's easy to overlook the remarkable stories behind the screens. Today, we're going to delve into the hidden corners of technology's rich history and its astounding present. We'll unearth some surprising and possibly shocking facts about the tech world that you might never have heard of. Prepare to have your mind blown by these intriguing facts about technology you probably didn't know. Did you know that the first mechanical computer was invented way back in the 19th century? Yes, that's right! This groundbreaking invention, known as the analytical engine, was the brainchild of a British polymath named Charles Babbage. Born in London in the late 18th century, Babbage was a mathematician, philosopher, inventor, and mechanical engineer. But it was his creation of the analytical engine that truly set him apart. This machine, designed in the mid-1800s, was capable of performing various calculations and had a memory unit, essentially making it the earliest form of a general-purpose computer. Sadly, Babbage never got to see his invention come to life due to a lack of funding, but his vision for a programmable computer paved the way for the digital age we live in today. So the dawn of computing started long before the digital age we're familiar with. Ever thought about how much the internet might weigh? The answer might surprise you. Now, before you start picturing giant scales and a mountain of modems, let's clarify something. We're talking about the weight of all the information stored on the internet. Yes, data has physical weight. It's infinitesimally small, but it's there. Every bit of information, every 1 and 0 in binary code is stored in physical media like hard drives and servers. And these bits and bytes have mass, albeit an incredibly tiny one. So how much does the internet with all its data weigh? Researchers have crunched the numbers and the answer is quite astonishing. The combined weight of all the information on the internet, all those petabytes of data from your favorite songs to the most complex scientific research, is approximately equivalent to the weight of a strawberry. Yes, all the data on the internet combined weighs about as much as a strawberry. Imagine an alarm clock that could only ring at one time. The first alarm clock did just that. In the era of smart devices that cater to our every whim, it's hard to imagine a time when technology was so limited. But let's take a journey back to the year 1757. A tinkerer by the name of Levi Hutchins was having a tough time waking up early enough to get to his work. So he did what any self-respecting inventor would do. He invented an alarm clock. But this wasn't your typical alarm clock. This mechanical wonder was designed to ring only once a day, precisely at 4 in the morning. That's right, no snooze option, no setting it for a lazy Sunday sleep-in. 4 a.m. sharp. It was a simpler time, a time when the only alarm you had was the rooster next door or a loud bell at 4 in the morning. Thankfully, alarm clocks have come a long way since then. Think the QWERTY keyboard layout was designed for speed? Think again. The QWERTY layout, named for the first 6 letters in the top row, was introduced in the late 19th century with the invention of the typewriter. But here's the kicker. It wasn't designed to make typing faster. Quite the opposite, in fact. The first typewriters were mechanical devices. Fast typing on these machines often caused the keys to jam. To solve this problem, Christopher Sholes, the inventor of the typewriter, created a layout that placed frequently used letters farther apart, slowing down typists and reducing the chance of jams. This layout, which would become known as QWERTY, was not the most efficient for speed, but it was effective in preventing mechanical failures. And even though we've since moved on to digital keyboards that don't jam, the QWERTY layout has stuck around. Next time you type, remember that the layout of your keyboard is intentionally slowing you down. Believe it or not, the majority of internet traffic isn't generated by humans. It's an astonishing fact, isn't it? When we think of the internet, we tend to picture ourselves browsing websites, streaming videos, and engaging on social media. But in reality, a large portion of the traffic moving data around the internet isn't human at all. Instead, it's generated by bots. Bots are automated software applications that perform tasks on the internet. They can do everything from crawling websites for search engines to refreshing social media feeds to executing high-speed stock trades. In fact, some estimates suggest that up to half of all internet traffic comes from these bots. And not all bots are benign. Some are malicious, designed to spread spam, steal data, or launch cyber attacks. But bots aren't the only non-human internet users. There are also countless devices connected to the internet, part of the rapidly expanding Internet of Things. Everything from your smart fridge to your Wi-Fi-enabled light bulbs could be sending and receiving data, contributing to the hum of internet traffic. And let's not forget about the data sent by large companies and services. Big tech companies like Google and Amazon move vast amounts of data around the internet every second, from user data to site analytics. So while it might feel like you're in a bustling digital crowd when you're online, remember it's not all human. The next time you're online, remember that you're in the minority. So, there you have it, 5 intriguing facts about technology. Let's take a moment to recap and appreciate the fascinating world we've delved into today. We started with the revelation that the first computer was not a 20th century invention, but instead, originated in the 1800s. Yes, you heard it right, the 1800s. This reminds us that the roots of our digital age are deeper than we often realize, and that innovation is not just a product of the modern era. Then, we move to the astonishing fact that the entire internet, with its vast data and complex networks, weighs about the same as a strawberry. It's mind-boggling to think that something so intangible and expansive can have a physical weight, let alone one that's so incredibly light. Next, we delved into the peculiar history of the first alarm clock, a device that was initially designed to ring only at 4 in the morning. This fact sheds light on how technology evolves not only in response to practical needs, but also societal norms and personal habits. Our fourth fact took us to the design of the QWERTY keyboard, a layout intentionally crafted to slow typists down. This highlights how sometimes, technological design is driven not by the pursuit of efficiency, but by the need to address specific challenges. In this case, the mechanical constraints of early typewriters. Finally, we discovered that the majority of internet traffic isn't generated by humans at all. This fact underscores the profound impact of automated processes and bots on our digital landscape, a reality that often goes unnoticed. Who knew technology had such fascinating hidden truths? Each of these facts offers a unique perspective on the complex and often surprising ways in which technology shapes our world. They remind us that behind every device, every network, every piece of software, there's a story waiting to be told. Keep exploring, and who knows what other surprises you'll uncover in the world of tech.